we're going to do something with these carrots.
Okay.
We're going to cut them.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to blanch them.
Well, what kind of cut are we going to do?
Oblique.
I like this.
So,
I have no idea what it means. But
all right. So just review.
Julienne.
You've learned that.
It's the long slice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dice.
Uh-huh.
Pretty. I mean, we all know that. Come on.
All right. What other fancy words have you?
Faux. Real.
Faux roux.
Faux roux.
Faux roux.
Roux.
And then
Bechamel.
bechamel.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly. I nailed that too.
Yep.
So.
Nailed it.
There's a lot of good stuff we're learning here.
So
Learned how to hold a knife. Didn't learn how to use it, but I learned how to hold it.
So we're going to take a carrot, and this is...
Is this the oblique?
No, but this is a rondelle. Thin slices, right?
Rundell.
Yep. But it's kind of boring,
Okay.
right? It doesn't add much to the plate. So we're still going to go on an angle.
Where it's no longer boring.
But instead of slicing it parallel, I'm going to do a half turn, and then another half turn,
You're going to keep doing that?
half turn,
But I'm guessing you can do that faster.
yes, half turn. All right. Now you can see these are chunky carrots.
That's a big chunk of carrot.
All right, which is why we go through the step of blanching these before we finish cooking them.
So explain to me real quick the whole thing of blanching.
So blanching you would use for anything raw that you want to either improve the color or create an opportunity to cook it very quickly right at the last minute, or a la minute.
So we're going to get this thing to where it's semi-cooked.
You missed that one.
A la minute?
A la minute.
It actually is really fun to say that.
Yep.
A la minute. I don't know, what does it mean?
In the minute.
In a minute. So we want to be able to cook these quickly later, so we're going to partially cook them, more or less.
Yes.
And that's what blanching is.
Yes.
See? Why don't you just say that?
I thought I did.
Okay, so why don't you oblique those? Because
Are you
it's
going
fun
to do
watch.
that?
No, I'm not. Well, I can try it. So you start on the little end,
Yes.
roll it.
Roll it. And depending upon how thick the carrot is, it's either a full half turn or it could be a quarter turn. But the goal is not to have two cuts on the same piece that are parallel to each other.
And you say the other is boring.
Isn't this more fun?
Well, it's definitely
Isn't it?
more fun. Am I doing okay?
Wonderful.
It's actually funny because you haven't been watching me because you were cutting. And I feel like I did so much better when you weren't watching. What do you do when they get that big?
You do about a quarter of a turn instead of a half of a turn.
You just want it on a different edge. Oblique.
All right. Now I'm going to take all of these. I've got
Ooh, hang on a second. Hang on, stop.
Yes.
Make sure you get some of mine.
I'll get all of yours.
Yes.
You're an Avengers guy, right?
Absolutely.
You remember when Tony Stark told Thor not to take from his pile chopping wood?
I do recall that. Yeah. Are you saying? Never mind.
I'm Thor.
Are you Thor?
Yeah.
I was just wondering. So I'm Stark.
Yeah.
I'm actually Captain America. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay. Was it Thor or was
Everybody
it Captain
else
America
was Captain
that was
America.
chopping the wood?
It was Captain America and Tony Stark. That's who
Okay.
it was.
All right.
So what now?
So I dip those in boiling water, and we're just going to let them cook. And then when we're ready to put the whole meal together, we're going to saute the carrots.
Sounds good.
And that's it. So we're blanching carrots.
That we are.
So one thing to think about when cooking vegetables, and this is just a good rule of thumb, is you don't always have to blanch, all right? Sometimes you're going to cook and serve them right away. So anything that grows under the ground, you're going to want to start in cold water and bring it up to a boil to cook it.
Okay.
Anything that grows above the ground, you're going to want to add to already boiling water. So, for example, if we're cooking green beans, unless it's southern style green beans, if we're cooking green beans, I'm going to boil water, add some salt, I'm going to add the green beans to it, and then pull them out when they're done.
Okay.
Okay? If I'm cooking carrots or beets or
Below the
turnips below the ground, I'm going to add them to cold water and bring them up to a boil until they're cooked. And
Nice.
it's just a good rule of thumb to maintain texture and consistency. But these carrots, because we want to saute them and do some finished cooking just before we serve, we're blanching them. And I'm going to pull them off the stove here.
About how long have they been over there?
Well, time is relative.
Okay.
Because of the different thickness and size of the carrots.
Yeah, we have some big carrots in
Yep. But these, I would say those were boiling for maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take that basket, put it in the ice water.
The basket itself?
Yep.
Settle it in. I'm going to get rid of this.
Okay. Now we never talked about the carrots and not peeling them, but I really like to leave the peels on the carrots and just wash them really good because there's so much nutrient density right towards the outside of the carrots that you lose a lot of that nutrition.
It doesn't mess with the flavor.
I think it intensifies the flavor of the carrots. I think that it allows the.
Sometimes you get some things that are earthy tasting. It's not that kind of taste. But
Okay. So, blanched
So we're
carrots.
gonna
We're
give
gonna
it some time to cool.
let these cool down, and then we're gonna bring it all together.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, Paul, so this is what we need. We need for them, even if they don't like these videos, to subscribe. That's what we need. So would you go down and subscribe? We actually think you like them though.
Why would they not like them?
I don't have any idea.
And why would they subscribe if they don't like them?
I don't know, but please do.
Yes, please. Thank you.